Good morning. Today we are going to go a little bit more in depth with our text structures. So yesterday, or the day before I should say, we talked about text structure, one of them being called sequence. So what I need you to do right now is grab a new blank piece of paper because we are going to do a new handout to help us remember. When you're done, you're going to probably keep this with your hand of summarizing because we are going to add to it. But go ahead and grab a blank piece of paper. And at the very tippy top, label it sequence. I'll show you it in 1 second. Or if you look behind me, it's also there. Sequence. Pause me if you need to. So the definition of sequence, we're going to put underneath it. The definition of sequence is putting events in order of when they happened. Now, I would like you to add 4 boxes underneath, lined up, horizontally. So like this. And I would like you doing arrows moving to the right. Now, the most basic and easy way to break this down is by when they occur. So this first box, we're going to label first. So this is in the beginning, what is happening. Next, you'll put next, because this is what happens. You guessed it, next. Then, your third box is then. And finally, you go to your last box, which is finally. So, at any given point, you should be able to break up a story into 3 separate parts. Now, there are a few key words that I would like you to put at the end. So, let's find our clues. I'm going to break it down into 3 sections. A beginning. This is, I can't spell beginning. A middle. And an end. So go ahead and set up your paper, the bottom of your paper. Hopefully you've made enough room and didn't go too ham to look like this. Ignore my misspelling of beginning in the beginning. So, your beginning words could be first, or initially, or to begin, or as soon as, or maybe it is just before. In the middle, it's going to be a few more words, just because so much is going to probably happen in the middle. So we have words like next, and then, also, we have also, meanwhile, later, these all work. And then for our end, let's start off with finally. Last. Eventually. Afterwards. And all in all. So now that we've finished the basic guidelines of sequence and given ourselves some clues, we're going to put them in action. So, yesterday, you should have watched a video on the Western religions because we are starting our religion unit. So that is Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. So, what we are going to do is I would like you to go through those and do some summarizing. Summarize the story. I broke it down into the story of David and Goliath, where we talked about is the foundation of the Star of David, a symbol of Judaism. We have the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, the reason behind the cross symbol in Christianity. And we have the story of the Prophet Muhammad, the founder of Islam. What I would like you to do in Google Classroom under 5 themes of geography, because it is a theme, if you remember correctly, it is a human characteristic. We are going to summarize the story based on sequence. So, both the stories are there, as well as the activity. What you are going to do is you are going to read the story, and then you will be given a sheet that has these items. Using our clue words, I would like you to summarize the story into 4 basic parts. Now, it should be complete sentences, and you try to get the central idea that the story is telling you, or the theme the story is telling you. Hopefully, you can do this by yourself. But if not, you can go ahead and put in chat or reach out through email that you might need a little bit of help. So, if you want a fancy version, here is Miss J's fancy version of her paper I just did. I did color code mine because Miss J's is crazy. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You are good to start by summarizing the sequence, the 3 stories of Western religion. Now, like I said, if you don't know about the Western religion and you forgot to do those workbook pages in your social studies notebook, I might suggest watching Wednesday's video.